Libra, welcome to Music Messages Tarot. If you're returning, welcome back. This video is for Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements, and as with all the videos on my channel, it's timeless. Whenever you're coming across the message, that is when it's meant to reach you. Please also keep in mind that these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate with every single one of you watching today. But I usually say if you're drawn to one of my videos, there may be something there that you're meant to hear. Okay, Libra, as I was shuffling, we're going to get a baseline energy for your reading today. There was a couple things coming through, though, that I do want to share with you before we get that baseline. So the Mamas and the Papas song, California Dreaming, was coming through. That's a very old group. That's a group from, I believe, the 60s or the 70s. The line that keeps kind of standing out in my head is, I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. So I'm not sure if California or Los Angeles is significant to you. Maybe that's where you live. Maybe somebody that you're connected to lives there. Maybe it's important to your connection somehow. But that's what I'm picking up. And I was also picking up an energy of somebody being very triggered by your light. This could be a third party or like a karmic situation, but it could also be somebody that you're romantically involved with. We're going to get more information on that and see if the cards kind of elaborate on that, but that's just what I was getting for somebody here. I also heard the name Jessica as I was shuffling. I'm hearing the name Cynthia now, so that might resonate for you. I just also heard Seattle, so I'm not sure. That a lot of imagery and kind of messages coming through about the west coast of the US, so that might be relevant to you in some way. Only you're going to know. But we have straddling worlds, wandering between realms. We have vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. I've been having trouble kind of like articulating this week. I'm not sure if that is relevant to you. Maybe you've been dealing with some throat chakra issues. Sky bridge, possibility for union. Wow, a lot of beautiful energies coming in, and very similar to some of the other signs that I've been reading for. You know, a lot of times when I do these monthly readings for the different zodiac signs, I notice that there are some common threads that kind of run through the different readings, no matter what your sign is. I mean, and that's to be expected because there are surrounding energies, there are current energies affecting everyone, you know, in similar ways. So I'm not really surprised by that. But just here, first of all, somebody might really love the color purple or blue. I'm being drawn to say that for some reason. You might like fantasy art. I really like Jasmine Beckett Griffith. She's one fantasy artist that I like. I believe Amy Brown is another. Those types of artists might appeal to you, or that might be relevant for you in some way. But right off the bat, what I'm getting here is there is a union coming in, a potential union between you and someone you're energetically connected to. And what's happening is I feel like the veil is thinning. This is a 5D union at the current time that wants to flow into your physical world. And I believe I got that for two other signs. But like I said, you know, the surrounding energies right now may be affecting some of these energetic unions. I forget which sign it was. It was Leo or Virgo was the most recent one that I got a very similar message. So you may have one of those signs heavily aspected in your chart. But either way, someone here that you're connected to is going through some kind of a major ego death. It has them seeing or perceiving their connections very differently than they have in the past. And it's leading to a possible 3D union. All right, so that's beautiful energy to begin with. The triggering energy that I may have been picking up before, it might have to do with this person's ego death. Even if you don't know who this is in the physical world, this could be someone who's picking up on all the shadow work and the growth that you've done, Libra. And on an energetic level, this might be triggering them into their own awakening. Or it could be more of a literal interpretation there. It could be someone who you do know who this person is, and all the growth and development and glow up that they see you going through is triggering them, but into a positive change. The numbers 52, 58, or 47 might connect to someone here. Those might be ages. They may connect in another way. Only you're really going to know. But we're going to get right in. I hope everybody's been doing really well. I've been trying to upload as much as possible. I was in a car accident last weekend. That might be relevant to you. Maybe you need to pay extra attention to your safety when you're traveling or something like that, because I'm being compelled to tell you this. I always feel like there's a reason if there's something I'm talking about in a video. That it's being shared. So there might be some kind of tower moment, you know, or something that kind of makes you feel taken off guard in this situation. It might be like more metaphorical, or maybe for some of you, you may quite literally need to make sure that you are taking more safety precautions as you are traveling. Okay, so just take that as it resonates. First two coming out right now, we have the Four of Cups, and we also have the Page of Wands. We have the Moon, so there's Cancerian energy. We also have the King of Swords. Okay, Libra, you might be dealing with another air sign, a Gemini, another Libra, or an Aquarius possibly, or someone who's a very logical thinker who likes to get things done and who is possibly in King energy. That's not always related to, like, it doesn't matter the gender, but I do, for a lot of you, pick up that this is a masculine energy. Now, if you resonate more as a divine masculine, then this can be vice versa. All right. So the King of Swords could still be representing a feminine that's attached to you. But for most of you, I'm getting that this is a masculine. What I'm getting is that somebody sent a message recently that caused some kind of disappointment. This could have been a message that came to you from someone, or that you sent to someone, maybe after some kind of falling out, after some kind of verbal disagreement. And this might be what has someone triggered right now, because I'm getting a heavy energy of disappointment in this connection somewhere. But there's something that you don't know about, okay? There's something that hasn't it hasn't risen to the surface yet. It hasn't come to light. I do feel that maybe this person communicated to you in a way that was disappointing or hurtful, but it's because they are hiding something from you. I don't get that it's maliciously to hide something from you. I get that it's like they're uncomfortable being vulnerable because they are less awakened than you are in this connection, from what I'm picking up, Libra, okay? We're going to clarify on all of this. All right, let's get some more information here. I mean, you could have been the one who sent a message to this person and it could have triggered them. But I'm getting that someone here received some kind of disappointing news. It actually might have you or your person in more of your swords-based energy, or like a swords-based, less emotional type energy. But for some of you, this is how the person comes off, like more logical, more detached, less in tune with their emotions. But there's actually like either something you don't know about this person, or an entire side to this person that has yet to be uncovered. All right. There's more than meets the eye somewhere here with this person or this connection. We have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this person has very romantic feelings for you, Libra. You might not see that on the surface, but they do. They want to make some kind of love offer to you, even if the two of you are in some kind of a separation at the moment. Okay, but they are at a crossroads, not knowing how to come towards you, or not knowing what path to choose in some way. Maybe not knowing how to communicate their truer, deeper feelings for you in an authentic way. I feel like this is someone who fronts a lot. Like someone who likes to save face, who really doesn't like to be vulnerable. That's just what I'm picking up. We have the Queen of Swords as well. So there's your energy. Some people, when the King and Queen of Swords come out, they read it as like a divorced couple. So I do feel like there may have been a bit of tension between you and somebody that you're romantically connected to recently. But also, I mean, I read this as a counterpart, just like if any other pair of King and Queens came out together. I read it as a potential counterpart. I am picking up like a tense or triggered energy from somebody here, so there may have been some kind of conflict, but at the same time, I am picking up that the two of you are a divine counterpart. You do have a divine union that wants to take place between the two of you. All right, what else? Oh, this one flipped, and it came out in reverse. It is, what is this? The Seven of Wands in reverse. So I feel like there's a need for someone here to put down their defenses, All right, boundaries are always good, but someone here is overly guarded, overly defensive. I feel like it's this King of Swords that you're dealing with. I do get for a lot of you, it is another air sign. And this person is working on how to comfortably kind of lower their walls and communicate in a more authentic way with you. Some of you can be expecting a message from this person that almost takes you off guard. It almost catches you off guard a little bit because the message that you're going to receive is going to sound different from the way that this person is used to communicating. I feel like they're going to muster up all the courage and all the strength that they have to kind of reach down deep and more authentically express their emotions for you. Maybe that's what led to some kind of argument or falling out. Like you felt like this person was being false in some way. I wouldn't be surprised if we did see the Seven of Swords when we clarify, but they're going to try their best to honestly communicate and authentically communicate with you because they do have really romantic, deep feelings for you. They don't want to lose the connection over their inability to allow themselves to feel vulnerable from what I'm getting here, okay? And just with the baseline energy that we started with, this person is going through an ego death. I feel like whatever transpired between the two of you, even if it's just on the 5D, has kind of triggered this person into some kind of awakening, ego death. But it's allowing them to see things more clearly from a spiritual perspective, even from an emotional perspective. And there is the possibility for union between the two of you. So let's clarify. Who is this King of Swords? What is this King of Swords energy that Libra is dealing with? I feel like it is a counterpart. It's somebody who's going to be walking away from someone or something that's been holding them back. I feel like it's just their style of communication. It's their style of relating to other people. It's their stubbornness in holding on to their ego and in holding on to a way of communicating and relating to people that protects them, makes them feel safer. They're actually going to be lowering their defenses and they're going to be more willing to walk away from that and kind of stop being so stubborn about how they communicate with you. The Hermit in reverse is coming out. I feel like it's a Virgo energy. This person can stand on their own, but they have the tendency to kind of over-isolate from the world. It's someone who doesn't need anybody, but almost to like a dysfunctional degree. Like, doesn't nurture romantic relationships or friendships to the degree that they should because they're almost too independent. And before this, they weren't really willing to make any changes on themselves. So they may have gone into a period of isolation or hermiting recently, but they're having some kind of revelation that the way they've been doing things, the things they've been saying, the way they've been communicating to you, Libra, it hasn't been productive. It hasn't been successful. It hasn't been leading to the kinds of connections that they would like to have. And they're making the decision to walk away from that kind of behavior. Now, let's get some, I want to know about the moon here because this is whatever's hidden to you. What's hidden from Libra in this situation? It might just be that this person needs to get in touch with their deeper feelings and they're getting more comfortable with that. But I feel like there's something hidden in this situation that you don't know about. So what does Libra need to know about here? Ten of Swords. There's some kind of ending. There's something this person is walking away from. For some of them, it might be a karmic relationship that they have to put an end to. For most of them, just from what I'm getting today, though, it's a behavior or a pattern in their own life that they need to walk away from. What else does Libra not know about in this situation or maybe didn't see? I believe I said that this person was mustering up the strength to be vulnerable. Okay, this is Leo energy as well. I feel like it's taking this person a lot more to make this change than you might realize. And I also feel like this person, again, might seem like they don't really give a fuck on the surface. They might have conveyed a very aloof kind of facade to you. And you might think they don't care, but they actually do care. And it's actually taking them a lot to approach you differently than they approach most of the people and relationships in their life. They want to fix this pattern because they don't want to lose you over it. I want more information here about this Four of Cups. What was Libra or this person that Libra is dealing with disappointed about? Six of Swords. All right, maybe you thought things were progressing in a more positive direction and then something was said or something happened or maybe something stagnated between you and this person and it made one or both of you feel very disappointed. What else disappointed Libra in this situation? We have the Hierophant reversed. That's Taurus energy. I'm always drawn to the way she's meditating on the card and how balanced she looks. So I really feel like something made you feel like there was an imbalance somewhere in this relationship. I know that's not normally what the Hierophant really signals, but I feel like maybe you thought it was more one-sided. Maybe you thought you had bigger feelings for this person than they had for you. I'm actually not picking that up. This person feels for you the way you feel about them. They're just better at hiding it. And they're not the greatest communicator here. Also, this person might do things in a way that is kind of outside the lines of what society would deem normal or traditional. Maybe this person doesn't like to be locked into like defining what type of relationship you have or what kind of romantic connection you have until they're really comfortable with a person. They do something differently. They do something a little more offbeat than you're comfortable with from what I'm getting. Maybe you asked for some kind of like clarification about the status of your relationship with this person and they wouldn't give that to you, or they wouldn't clarify, or they wouldn't commit to being monogamous maybe, or something along those lines. I feel like something happened that really disappointed you though, because you thought it was going in one direction and then the person kind of didn't step up to the plate, wouldn't give you what you wanted. I feel like it had to do with some kind of message. So what happened with this message in Libra's connection? Can you tell me about this Page of Wands message energy? Five of Swords. There was some kind of conflict or something made you feel defeated in this situation. Like maybe you thought this person would never be the type of partner that you want to have a relationship with because maybe you feel like you're too different. In reality, this is a counterpart. But like I said, they're not as spiritually evolved as you are. And I feel like they're a little bit behind in their own like awakening, ego death process than you are. You've done all that. This person's just at the beginning of that. But something they did or said to you, something they communicated to you made you feel defeated about this connection. What else with this Page of Wands energy? What else? This one's trying to flip out. The Lovers. Yeah, this has to do with your love connection with this person. That's Gemini energy there. So you may be dealing with a Gemini with the King of Swords over here. Maybe this person told you that they wanted to keep their options open or something like that. Like they didn't want to be monogamous right away. That's really what I'm getting here. Like someone who's a little non-committal at first. Maybe you gave this person like an ultimatum or a choice to make and they fell short. Like they didn't do what you were hoping that they would do. I mean, ultimatums are not really like a positive, healthy thing in relationships, but maybe it was something along the lines of like, here's the expectations I have in a romantic connection. Are you able to meet them kind of conversation? And this person gave you either like a wishy-washy answer or they flat out said no because it made them feel too vulnerable. Something along those lines. I feel like a conversation like that was had. All right, let's get some information on this person's true feelings though. We have the Knight of Cups here. So they do feel very romantically toward you. They're just really not good at expressing it and they're not good at feeling vulnerable, Libra. Page of Pentacles. It's somebody who's still learning lessons on their own journey here. And to be honest, I mean, we all have free will. It's really going to be up to you at the end of the day if this person's done enough work on themselves for you to want to connect with them right now. I see potential between the two of you, but that doesn't mean like put your life on hold while you wait for this person to get their shit together. I see them embodying this king energy in the near future, but they might not have gotten there yet. This could be futuristic influence when they finally decide to let go of whatever patterns or choices that have led them to these impasses in their romantic relationships, because it is somebody who's still learning a lot about themselves. They do have very romantic feelings for you, though. I feel like you are actually going to be what kind of forces this person into their own awakening. The energy that you're kind of unlocking in this person is coming on like a whirlwind. You see the imagery on this card here. She has a little tornado behind her. I feel like this person's going to reach out and tell you that they're sorry or apologize or tell you that they want to try again, that they feel like they could do better in their connection with you. That might not happen overnight, but for a lot of you, this is incoming communication and very rapid incoming communication. So it depends on how far along this journey your person is and how many lessons they've learned. I do see them having some kind of epiphany that leads to incoming communication towards you, though. What's this Two of Swords? I feel like this person is either at a crossroads, or maybe there was some kind of crossroads in this communication or conversation that you had with them. The Star is Aquarian energy. This person wants to heal their connection with you, I feel. All right, I feel like they feel like they chose wrong or misspoke or misrepresented their feelings that they truly have for you, and they want to heal that with you now. Four of Swords in reverse. You may have had some kind of separation. You might be in separation, I think I said before. But with the Hermit in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse, I feel like this person took time to heal and to think over like what transpired between you and them. And they've decided that they are at fault. Even if they haven't, like, even if they're still in the middle of this ego death and the changes that they need to make, I think at the current moment, at the very least, they know that they had some fault here and they don't want to lose you over it. Queen of Swords, I feel like this is your energy. And in this deck, Alice looks very perturbed or like angry. So I feel like you kind of, in this situation, I feel like you just kept it very real with this person and you held up a mirror to this person's face about like what they do, what their fault was in their connection with you and what they need to change. And I feel like you gave a very no nonsense vibe. Like, I'm just not going to tolerate this. This is what I'm willing to tolerate in a connection, and this is what I'm not willing to tolerate. And you kind of stood on that. So let's get some additional information about that, but that's just what I'm getting here. Ace of Swords, you were very clear about your expectations. I feel like you don't really waver on what it is you expect from a partner, Libra, because you are willing to give and you are willing to be that giving person in a connection, and you expect that reciprocated, as you should. Page of Cups in reverse. You felt like this person you were dealing with was extremely immature and not on your level emotionally. I feel like you, at this point, you're actually willing to detach from this. It might be causing you a lot of emotional pain, but you're willing to detach if the person's going to show up in page energy. All right. So I have to applaud you for really like standing your ground and knowing what it is that you deserve. I do feel this person trying to come back in though, because they know they were wrong and they don't feel that they really, they presented their authentic self to you. They feel that they presented some kind of mask to you because they were not comfortable with the level of vulnerability and emotion that they were having for you. So, I mean, obviously it's your choice if and when this person shows up with an apology, but that's just what I'm getting. All right, we have the Seven of Wands down here. I feel like this is indicative of this King of Swords letting down his walls and allowing himself to be more open with you. The Chariot. All right, so Cancerian energy there. But see how she's at a crossroads there? It's like this Two of Swords energy. This person realizes if they continue the same types of behaviors that they're going to keep getting the same result. And I feel like they're wanting to make this change and move forward on their own spiritual path and in their own relationships. They want to make this change, but they also want to move things forward with you. They feel like things are stuck, or possibly they feel like things are lost between the two of you, and they don't want to lose you forever because they made the wrong decision. Temperance, you might be dealing with a Sagittarius. They see you as an earth angel, Libra. I mean, they see you as a very balanced energy, which as a Libra, you tend to be very balanced. You tend to be very level-headed. They also see you as a very mature energy compared to them. So this person might be a little bit younger than you, or they might just have less emotional maturity than you have, but they see you as bringing a lot of balance to your own life and also to their life. They really admire the type of connection that they have with you and who you are as a person. And they actually on some level are trying to like emulate you. All right. They see themselves as immature compared to you, and they want to restore balance and heal the connection with you as well. So a lot happening here. I feel like a lot of you can expect a message or an apology around whatever happened with this person, But again, like, don't put your life on hold is always my main piece of advice there, because I can't ever really give a time frame when they're going to do this. So that doesn't mean like completely sit around and wait for this communication to come in, but a lot of you can expect it. Karmic relationship, resentments and triggers, perception, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. I feel like the person that you're dealing with is used to karmic relationships. You might be the first soulmate that they've come across in this incarnation. For some of you, this might actually even be a twin. So they're just used to kind of going round and round the merry-go-round, for lack of a better way of putting that. They're used to going round and round in these cycles with karmics, and they're not really used to their relationships pushing them into wanting to grow. I feel like you and your connection with this person was very eye-opening and very pivotal in their own growth. So they're still holding on to some of this patterning that they've had in their past karmic relationships, but I feel like that's what they need to walk away from. What else here, Libra? What else for my Libras? Healthy choices. Yeah, this person's deciding to make healthier choices in their life. I feel like you're somebody who also makes very healthy choices. You're very high vibrational. You do things that help nurture you and nourish you on a soul level, physical level, mental level. Like, you're someone who's very highly evolved. And that's part of the reason that this person, or King of Swords over here, is so admiring of you. The snake, competition and energy. The other woman, look over your shoulder. There may be a karmic that this person was connecting with. Like, maybe, like I said, if this was somebody who was hesitant to fully commit to your connection, there may have been other karmic connections around that you sensed. One of these people is looking in on you heavily right now. I feel like they're low-key stalking you online, Libra. I mean, you just kind of stand out above the rest, let's be honest. A Libra is not somebody who has to beg for attention, okay? We just kind of naturally get it. So this karmic is jealous of that, and they're jealous of your connection with this King of Swords. So just be mindful that that energy is around somewhere. Backstabbing. Yeah, I feel like this person, this King of Swords made you feel backstabbed, I feel, because you were expecting better behavior from this person. You were expecting someone to really step up to the plate and be the equal partner that you were looking for. And I feel like this person just really fell short. So it may have felt almost like a Three of Swords. But again, I'm picking up toxic energy around this karmic person. Whoever that is to your person, just be mindful. There is a karmic energy connected to this King of Swords somewhere. Clock. I feel like this person took some time out and was in, I feel like maybe the two of you are not even in communication right now, but there's a lot happening behind the scenes. Like I said, this person's having revelations about what their fault was here, and also about what they need to change. Okay, it says time to heal, and it's coming out right next to the Star and the Four of Swords. A lot of healing energy happening here. So again, for some of you, I do feel like this person is going to be like incoming with communication and some kind of apology. Now, some kind of apology about how they made you feel and how immature they behaved towards you. For some of you, this could be somebody from your distant past. For most of you, I feel like you know who this person is in 3D. It's not coming through as something that's just happening in 5D. And for the majority of you, I feel like this is going to be a message for somebody that you were recently connected to, but always take the messages as they resonate. Love call, expressing love, message of love, thinking of you and informing you. This person wants to tell you how they truly feel. For a lot of you, I feel like within the week, you can expect communication. This one wants to pop out the golden mirror, and it's coming out right on top of the vanishing mirror here. Narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. What did I say here about Alice? All right. I said Alice held a mirror up to this person's face and told this person what their contribution to the problem was. All right. And I feel like you didn't hold back. You may have even called this person a narcissist. All right. You might have told this person they're acting like a narcissist, but this person's realizing where their ego is kind of sabotaging their relationships. I don't feel like this is a full-blown narcissist, but I do feel like it's someone who's very firmly rooted in their ego and is dealing with some kind of ego death as a result of something that you said to them, Libra. Okay, a lot of times Libras are like walking karma. I feel like we hold mirrors up to people a lot. Like people, whatever they see in us, whatever they get from us, it's whatever they put out. It's like we reflect it back to them. I feel like that's one function of the Libran energy. Abundance, positive mindset, manifest, gratitude, and bliss and blessings. So you're in a very abundant energy either way. I feel like you don't need any kind of love connection right now, but at the same time, it's making your person even more drawn to you, feeling even more like attracted to you on an energetic level. And I do feel like this person is trying to make changes and wants to come back in with some kind of apology for you. All right, so let's get some direct messages from this person's higher self. Again, I feel like some of you can expect communication. This one flipped out immediately. You deserve better. They know they didn't treat you right. They know what they said or did was just below the belt and not mature and not what you deserve. They know that. They want you to know that they've come to that conclusion and they've realized that. I can't do this right now. So some of them are still going through it. Some of them are I feel like they're going to communicate, but they have to do it on their time. All right. So it might not be, the timeline is going to vary from person to person, depending on how far along they are in this healing journey of their own. I can't put this one on the screen, but it basically says they want a physical connection with you. They're desiring you heavily, very heavy Ace of Wands, passionate, lusty energy towards you. So yeah, they might be looking at your pictures. You might be picking up on that energy, but yeah, they're feeling really heavily attracted to you on so many levels right now. I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. And that's the second time that's been said here. So this person knows. They know they fucked up. They know they want to make it right. They're going to have to do it on their own time because, again, this is somebody who struggles with vulnerability, but they are regretting what they put you through. And it says, please do what is best for your heart. So they don't want you to wait around. Their higher self is saying, you know, this King of Swords is going to get it together on his own time. But Libra, don't put your life on hold while you're waiting for that person. The way I have treated you was wrong. Okay, we're seeing a theme here. This person wants to apologize. I feel like that's what they're going to be coming in with because emotions overwhelm me is what they want you to know. All right. So a lot happening. This person's in deep, deep regret over you. Let's get one love message, Lover's Oracle message for Libra today. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So divine timing is at play. If you were feeling compelled to reach out to this person first, please, that's spirit letting you know you probably shouldn't. You should probably wait for this person to do their healing and to come in with the apology that you deserve or with the communication that you actually deserve because they want to do that. It's just that they have to, divine timing, as always, is at play. And they're going through their own kind of healing process and gathering the strength to be able to come to you in a way that's more appropriate. All right? That's what I have for you this month, Libra. If something was helpful or if it resonated, if you can like, comment, and subscribe, it would really help the channel grow. Other than that, though, I'm wishing you all the peace and harmony, and I do hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.